Hey you guys, welcome to the first episode of season 12 of Food and the Single Guy with me, your very own AMARU. We have a lot to talk about. We're going to get to it briefly. I'm not going to keep you long because I know that a lot of you don't like these long intros when I try to update you on what is going on. But baby, I have decided to return a little earlier than I expected to because some of you have sent me a ton of messages. I know you're on a break, but we miss you. Why don't you upload new videos? All we see is the community page. We want videos. I said, okay, fine. Let me indulge. Let me go ahead and return a little earlier. So here I am with the first episode of season 12. Now, before we move on to the cooking, I have to thank you on video because I did thank you on the community page abundantly a couple of weeks ago when I announced to you that Food and the Single Guy is now an official award-winning culinary web series. Oh yes, we won at the World Film Carnival Film Festival in Singapore in May. All right, it is a monthly film festival, and so I have won. Now, I always tell you that an artist doesn't have a show without its audience. So to you, my audience, I would like to say thank you on video abundantly for helping me to grow this channel, to expand the brand and all of that beautiful stuff. Without you, there is no channel, and I hope you know that, and I hope you know that it comes from the heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This award is also a celebration to you and of you and for you. Okay, now we're gonna get to the cooking in a minute, bear with me. As you can see, I have changed the layout of the presentation a little bit. I have added a little bit more information on screen for you because a lot of you ask me, where can I purchase your cookbook? Where can I purchase your merchandise? Do you have any merchandise? Where can we find your music? So I have always added the link to my website on screen for you, but a lot of people don't read, and that is very unfortunate. So I decided to make it a little easier on you and on me because I don't like to, respond to questions that are somewhat redundant. Don't get me wrong, I still love you, but if you don't read, that is not my fault. Okay, so below every video there is a video description. When you click on it, you will see a ton of information. Where can I purchase AMARU music? Where can I purchase AMARU merchandise? Where can I purchase his book? Is he on social media? All of those things are posted in the video description below each video. And speaking of merchandise, if you're interested in purchasing one of your AMARU Cooks t-shirts, such as this one, go to my Spreadshirt merchandise store, and I've had a merchandise store since 2015 if I'm not mistaken. So you will find a lot of these t-shirts but also other designs that I've uploaded, and I select the best brands. So Fruit of the Loom and Gildan, those are the brands that I work with because the quality is very good. So in addition to t-shirts, we also have glassware and hoodies and whatever have you. Okay, so go ahead, check it out. Now we're gonna get to the cooking. On this first episode of season 12 of your favorite award-winning culinary web series here on the YT, Food and the Single Guy, I am going to share with you a quick little snack from the homeland, and it's called Katjang Pedis, meaning spicy peanuts. Now, this is from the Japanese cuisine, and not to be confused with Japan, not Japan, but Java, Javanese, from the island of Java. And I also have Japanese family, so I'm going to share with you how I was taught how to make these peanuts. Like I said, it is a quick little snack food, and your guests will love it. Basically what it is deep fried peanuts coated with a spicy batter. Now, as per me, I am going to list all the ingredients for you in the aforementioned video description below the video. So without further ado, let us continue. Okay, you guys, now let's talk ingredients, and fear not, I'm going to list everything for you in the information box below the video. Now, we're going to use some eggs. We're going to use some rice flour, and the rice flour is going to make your peanuts very crispy. We're going to use some brown sugar. You may use some white sugar if you so desire. We're going to use some salt. We're going to use some chicken powder. These here are the peanuts. We're going to use 2 of these red, fiery hot habanero peppers. Now, Personally, I don't use a lot of habanero peppers in my cooking. Every now and again, I can add one. When you see me cooking a traditional dish from my country, I will add one of these, or if I don't have these, I will use one of these, but I don't really eat all of it, just a little bit, because I don't do a lot of spicy food, believe it or not. So, and by the way, you can make these peanuts as spicy as you want. So if you want to add 3 of these or 4, go right ahead. Don't let me stop you. And if you can't find these in your neck of the woods, and you can find these, you may also use these. But traditionally, we use these. All right. Now, what I have here are 3 very large cloves of garlic, which we're also going to use. And what we're also going to use is about 150 grams of flour. Okay? So let us continue. Okay, you guys, so as you can see, I'm using a fork to remove the seeds of these peppers. I am begging you, do not use your bare hands to remove the seeds of these peppers, because you will be sorry. These peppers are very, very hot, and you definitely don't want to touch your eyes or your genitals or anything like that. Even if you're using a fork, wash your hands vigorously before thinking about rubbing your eyes or your private area. Okay? Don't tell me I didn't warn you. And as I'm removing the seeds, my eyes are burning, because that is how hot these peppers are. Some people just leave the seeds in, but if I were to make hot sauce, I would have left the seeds in. But for these peanuts, it's better to remove the seeds, because aesthetically it's better. And it also agrees better with your palate, if you know what I mean. So next, what I'm going to do, I am going to blitz these in my little chopper, my vegetable chopper, and I'll show you what all of that looks like in a minute, because we will also be adding the garlic and the eggs and the salt, you know. So in the next step, you will see what I'm talking about. Okay? Alright. Okay, beautiful people. So to my chopper, I've added the garlic and the pepper. I'm also going to add a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of chicken powder, and of course, I'm making a mess. I'm also going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar. There we go. And finally, we're going to add 3 eggs. There we go. So next, we're going to blitz this into a nice batter. Now, when it's done, it should look a little something like this. And you want to make sure that the pepper and the garlic, everything should be finely chopped, okay? You don't want to have any chunks in the batter. So, let us continue. Okay, you guys, moving on. As you can see, I have poured my fresh peanuts into my bowl. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour the batter onto the peanuts. Just like so. You may want to take a spatula to get every little bit out of your chopper. There we go. We're going to give it a quick stir. Just like so. And I tasted the batter. It is delicious. And the 2 peppers are sufficient for me. That's what you need to know. Alright, so now I'm going to add the flour. And this is about 150 grams of flour. We're going to give it a quick stir. Easy does it. Okay, you guys, so now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of the rice flour. 1, 2. And as I mentioned earlier, you guys, the rice flour is going to add a nice crispy crust to your peanuts, all right? So next, I'm going to deep fry these peanuts in my old and disheveled looking wok. That's the way we do things in my country. If we want to fry fish or if we want to deep fry something, we don't use the good pots and pans. We use the old ones. Oh, yes. And preferably, we, light a fire somewhere in the backyard, because we don't want to smell up the house. Yeah, but I live in Europe. I don't have that luxury. So let us continue. So next, you guys, we're going to deep fry these peanuts in little batches at a time. And you don't want to deep fry the peanuts on high heat, okay? You want to make sure that the oil is hot, but then you want to turn down the flame and take your time deep frying the peanuts. All right, now let's go. There we go. And the minute you add the peanuts to the oil, you want to take your spoon and go like this, because otherwise they're going to stick together, and that is not what you want. You want to make sure that they come apart just like so. See? And you want to deep fry them until they're nice and golden brown. Oh, you guys, this smells delicious. You can smell the garlic, you can smell, the pepper. Oh, yes. And it really doesn't take a lot of time cooking these. See? They're nice and brown. So next, you're going to take your slotted spoon and you're going to transfer the peanuts on some paper towels. There you have it. And there you have it, my delicious Katjang Pedis. And if you purchase these at the store, you will notice that they look very different. That is because they drench them in curcuma and other colorants and additives and whatever have you. These peanuts should not be pale. They should have a nice brownish color. They shouldn't be burnt to a crisp either. That is not what you want. All right, keep that in mind. Now, if you decide to try to make your own Katjang Pedis, let me know how it turned out, because I'm always interested in hearing from you. Once again, welcome to Season 12 of Food and the Single Guy with me, your very own AMARU. If there's anything you'd like to know, you'd like to ask, drop it in the comment section. And until we meet again, have a good one, you guys. Bye.